what's up? This is Dice Kimura, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play With or Without You by U2. And this is another beginner lesson in a series of beginner lessons that I'm doing. If you want to follow those lessons, the link is below. It's a playlist, and they're all lessons that are clumped together. So basically, if you're finding this lesson beneficial, then those other ones are probably all around the same level. So you might want to check those out. I did do a lesson a while ago, a few lessons ago, about how to play a bar chord, and I taught you to play a B minor. I'll put a link in that in the description below, okay? Because if you don't know how to play B minor, you want to go back and watch that lesson, okay? So I want you to learn B minor, and then we're going to use the chords D, A, B minor, G. And I do suggest you play them like the way I'm playing them, because for this particular class, these chords are going to be interrelated to each other, and I'll explain what that means in a minute. But it's D, A. If you can, do your A with one finger, okay? A lot of students do it with three fingers like this, or even like this, but I'm going to say that's not a good A. The best A is to do it with one finger. Okay, you're going to have a problem with that first string. If you push it down, it's not going to sound good. You don't want that last note. So what you can do is just double joint your finger just a hair. And so you're just going to come up a little bit. And you're just going to play and mute that first string. If you need help with that, you can hit me up on Skype, or you can ask me in the comments, or hit me up on Patreon, and I can help you with that. A lot of people need some help with that A, but the reason why you want to play A with one finger is so that way you can do pretty stuff. Or if you want to do some rock and roll. Scenarios, you want to have these fingers free so you can do some embellishments. Okay, so A is like this, and I'm gonna explain the fingering in a moment here. But first, let's talk about the chords. It's D, A, B minor, G. Now, this is one of the few songs that the whole song does the same exact chords over and over again for the whole entire song. In other words, it's D, A, B minor, G, and they just go looping that around for the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, the guitar solo, the bridge, the outro, like whatever section you could imagine. They did everything just looping these four chords. And I'm teaching only songs like this in this initial series because they're very easy for beginners to get in and participate with. So in case you're wondering why I'm picking this particular song, it's because the structure is hopefully easy for you. Now there are two things that make it hard. The fact that it has a bar chord, the B minor, makes it hard, and the fact that it's a very fast song. This is moving at 105 BPMs, which is really like... fast. Of the songs that we've covered in this series, it's as fast as Sweet Home Alabama. It's way faster than Knocking on Heaven's Door and What's Up. But both of those were 60 or 65 BPM. So this is 105. It's crazy. But let's talk about it. So it's D. I just want you to play D 4 times. And again, if you don't know how to play these chords, D, A, B minor, G. If you're quick, you can just look off my hand. But if you need to, just Google the chord and you'll find a very detailed explanation on that. For the rest of you, let's go ahead and join me. So it's D, A, B minor, G. And you just want to get very good at playing those 4 times each and switching. So try to memorize both the chords, the fingering, and how to play them together. You just want to play it 4 times each. All down. 4 times. B minor. G. D. A. B minor. G. Good. You just want to practice these until you're comfortable switching. And I want to talk about a few of these dynamics here. First of all, with D, notice my first finger is on the third string. It's on top. Okay, I've got the first finger on top. Now, you can play D like this. I tend to play D like this with a pinky. But for this song, I'm going to use it like this. Then notice for A, I'm moving that first finger up one string. And then I lay the finger down as a bar. And that's A. A starts on the 5th string here. And notice for B minor, again, I'm just going to move my finger up one string. Same first finger, and then I lay it down to B minor. Then for G, watch this, I'm just going to stand this finger up, and then I build my G chord. So what I'm doing, D, and then G, then from G to D, I got it all the way back down to D. But from D to A to B minor, and then B minor to G, every single move there's a hack, there's a trick. So the D is like this, you go up a string, lay it down, and there's your A. Up a string, keep the bar, build your B minor, and then stand your chord up to G. Alright? If that's a challenge for you, I want you to comment below what the biggest challenge is for you, and I'm going to try to address that, because everybody's a little bit different. I've taught this to thousands of people. Everybody's a little bit different in their understanding of it or their struggles with it, but there is a way to do it, and it's just like the way the artist did it, or you can do it the way I'm showing you how to do it. And we can agree on that. It's D, A, B minor, G. So what you want to do initially, I'm going to put this drum beat at 60 BPMs. So the song is 105, and we want to get to 105, and then we want to get into the song. So it's a process. First we're learning the chords, then we want to get to a drum beat, which we're going to start at 60. Hopefully you can do that. If you can't do 60, you can slow it down. There's a YouTube video I made, I'll put it in the link in the description, of teaching you how to slow videos down. That can be very educational for you, okay? So let's do that. By the way, just a quick note, you can slow videos down inside of Chordify. I'm going to put a link of the Chordify for this song. Very useful tool, Chordify, okay? It's a paid service, but it's cheap and it's great. Okay, so we're going to start at 60 BPMs, and I want you to join me. Here we go. So the link for this drum beat is going to be in the description. So it's 4 times from the D. Here we go, one more time. 4 and A, B minor, G. Keep doing that until you're comfortable. Do that. A lot of students, if you're following me on this playlist, notice it was a few lessons ago I talked to B minor because I was hoping you'd have a chance to work on it for a couple of days. This can be a hard lesson. This can be hard. Okay, so if it takes you 2 weeks to get through this one particular lesson, you're not alone. A lot of people, it takes a little extra time. Okay, so just try to work on it a little bit every day. Remember, you're investing in yourself. Your own ability to play the guitar is your own investment in yourself. So believe in yourself. You are worth it. Put at least 10, if not 30 minutes a day. You will get this. Okay, so the next thing you need to do after you get comfortable playing it 4 times each at 60 BPMs, we're going to increase the speed. Like I said, we're going to 105 BPMs. By the way, in case you forgot, BPMs means beats per minute. It's an acronym for beats per minute. So now your next step, let's move it up. So I'm going to take it to 65. Again, I'm going to leave the drum, this drum link in the description below. But ultimately, you're just going to change your own speed. You can type in 70 drum machine, 75, 80, and eventually get your speed up. I like to use these yellow, what are these called? It's by the Pony Club, they're called. But I like to use these guys. Okay, so here we go. Ready? 2. Here's 65. Same process. We're going to do G, A, B minor, G. Ready? 3, 4, and D. A, B minor, G, D. build this process now all the way to 105. So it's 60, then 65. You can do 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. Now that can be quite laborious and you could get pretty bored doing that. So I'm going to offer you a second solution, something that you can do at the same time. So you're working on your speed 4 times each from 60 going to 105. You can also go from 105 1 time each and then add your increment. So you could play it, instead of 4 times each, you could play it 1 time, switch, 1 time, switch, 1 time, switch, 1 time, and you could participate that way and then change your increment. So you could go from 1 time to 2 times to 3 times to 4 times. Let me show you what I mean. This can be a little confusing, but it's once you understand the process, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to play it 1 time each. I'm going to always play on the 1. Watch this. It's fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 time. Switch. A and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and 3, 4 and. Get to the next chord. Get to the next chord. Don't ring out the chord. Play. Get to the next one right away. 2, 4 and 3, 4 and. Now, just real quick, a lot of people when I first start teaching them this, they do this. And they're ringing out that beautiful chord. They're enjoying the beautiful sound of the chord. Don't do that, okay? The whole point of having less strums is for you to have more time to get to the next chord. So play your chord and immediately forsake it and go right to the next one and wait until it's time to play, like this. Switch, 3, 4, and switch, 3, 4, switch, 3, 4, switch, 3, 4, switch. Try to play it the way I showed you. Switch, switch, 3, 4. So again, here's how it looks. 3, 4, and switch, and switch, and switch, and. Now, after you get comfortable with that, you can do 2 times like this. 4 and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and. Okay? And you guessed it, after you get comfortable with that, you can do it 3 times like this. 3, 4, and you can also use this system to play with the song. Watch. You can play, I'm just going to jump into the middle of the song, but watch, I'm going to play it 1, then 2, and then 3, and then 4 times. Like this. Sleight of hand and twist up. Make sure speed is good. Yep, here we go. 1 time. She makes me wait, and I wait without you. With or without you. 2 times. Through the storm, reach the shore. Give it all. Okay, granted, this takes a while. And understanding the concept, for some people, it can be a little challenging, especially because music, it's a very concrete thing, like this finger on this string, on this fret, it's a very concrete concept. But it gets very abstract when you start placing yourself into the song, trying to understand rhythm. Rhythm is math, okay? Make this easy on yourself by doing the most simple strum you can. A lot of people make the mistake of doing too much of a sophisticated strum, and they get kicked out of the structure, okay? By the way, structure-wise, if you need, let me get it. If you need the chord chart, I have it at the link provided, so you can download it and just put it right in front of you. And it really helps to download and print out the chord chart. It just makes your world so much simpler. Take advantage of all these resources I'm giving you. The Chordify link, the chord chart link, the different drum beats. If you have questions, comment below. If you're stuck, hit me up on Skype. I'll give you a Skype class. Also, if you join my Patreon, if you have questions, I'm here to help you. I'm going to show you how to get into a little more structure in terms of your strumming. Now, the real song, they're actually doing 8th note downbeats. So they're going, instead of 4 times each, they're actually going 8 times. I don't want you to do that until you're already playing 4 times each with the whole song at full speed, okay? But once you can do that, and here's the thing, if you're learning this at home, you might get bored. You might get bored like halfway through, and you're like, man, I wish I could play this with the song, or I wish I could do a more complex structure. I'm just working with this drum beat at 80 BPMs until I'm blue in the face. Hang in there. Hang in there. Sometimes you need a coach to tell you to stop. You know, don't overcomplicate this. Don't make this hard on yourself. You want to learn these bar chords. You want to learn to play them, but you got to learn them slow enough for you to understand them. So here you go. You're going to have D. This is 8 times now. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Notice I'm going all down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I would interact with the song. Sorry, I didn't mean to do something too hard, but. So that, like, let's say I were to do it with U2. Let me do it with 8th notes with the song. Actually, I'm going to do it with first do it with the drum beat. I'm going to do it with the drum beat at 105. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 8 notes in. Piece of cake. Now when you can do that and it's easy, you get with a song. Watch. Get into it. Me personally, if I were playing, I might do like a. Well, cut that over again. It's gonna be. Gotta be in tune, kids. Gotta stay in tune. It's so important to practice in tune, by the way. Let me just get on a little side tip rant because I was out of tune. But you want to always be exactly in tune if you can, because you're training your ear. Every time you play your instrument, you're training your ear what the truth is. So if your ear knows, like my ear was like, that's a little off. Why does my ear know that? Because it's been exposed to the truth of the proper tuning enough to be able to discern the true from the false. So you want to be able to get that going by always being in tune. I'm sorry I was out of tune, but it was a teaching moment for you. Let me see. I think that's it. So if you have any questions, comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed your song. Take care.